Hello everybody and welcome back to France. We are in a aggressive war that Brandenburg called us into here. And we're kind of wondering what we're going to be able to do for them. And I think for the most part we should be able to do a good amount here without too much effort. We need to work on containing the rebellions that we got going on in Africa here. And I think the transport fleet needs to come down here and babysit this 20,000 here so that it can move between these two areas. We do eventually want to attack Portugal and connect this because this is actually annoying, having to go through here. We can attack into Congo, Benin, because we have claims on those nations and they have centers of trade that we want. So those are things we're going to need to do at some point. Benin's actually at war, so this would be a good time to actually attack into Benin, most likely. I don't know if Benin's going to win that either. We have way more troops than the other side, but that's partly because we're France, right? We have a royal marriage with Castile that's pretty fresh, so it's unlikely that we're actually going to be able to attack into them immediately. What idea groups did we go? I was going to say there's a benefit for diplomatic. You can break royal marriages effortlessly with diplomatic ideas, but we do not have those. We're 2 years away from being able to tech up. Be nice. Let's get these 20,000 troops. Well, we have rebellions going on potentially in England as well. So, but I think for now we're gonna get these 20,000 troops on mainland France. And then quickly get the transports down here. Now, we might just use these to kind of chill out and defend or something, I'm not sure. Are we still getting military access from Castile? Is that what's going on? Alright, let's get over here. Come on. Get over here and beat up Bohemia here. Now, if Brandenburg can get this, it's going to be a big deal, but I don't know if they're going to be able to muster that by themselves. Okay, let's get over here, guys. Why are you going around in a weird way and you're just going straight through? Hopefully we don't get these to collide and cause a lot of attrition. We don't need to get the extra attrition, although we have so much manpower and money that it's okay. Keep the conversions coming. Let's work on the Sunni lands, actually. One thing we could try to do is we could actually try to recruit an Inquisitor. And we can grab them. In fact, let's make the clergy very happy. Let's grab diplomatic support. Get 150 admin there, which we could now use 100 of it to move our way up here a bit. In fact, let's just double tap it. Double tap it. Let's get up there. Because the next one's going to give us the administrative technology cost reduction. So it might be good to actually get that civil service before we actually tech here, because then it'll be cheaper. So we need two years to tech up on admin, sort of. We're actually already about to tick over to the next year, so it's 1 year. How long will it take to get the 400 points that we need for this? It's saying it's saying like 2.5 years. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to wait that. We'll see. We shall see. Just kind of waiting for our troops to get over here. Although this probably would have been a quicker way to get across here, just through Brunswick. But we'll figure this out. Yep, this is what I was worried about. Okay, 20,000, chill out for a second. Chill out for a second. Now we need to take this because this is the war goal. And this is the war leader. So we really, really, really do need to just grab this province, and it's all up to Brandenburg to just finish that. Meanwhile, we will siege down Prague and some other little bits that Bohemia controls. We just lost a military leader, so let's get another one. In fact, we need a lot of military leaders here. Let's just roll a few. 3 siege is pretty nice. This guy's not too bad. 2 siege is nice. Of course, we're getting that extra seed from the aristocratic ideas. What kind of policies have we actually... I don't know if we've talked much about policies. So remember, if we complete Oh, that's because we haven't actually finished this idea group. Once we finish this idea group, we'll be able to get some policies enacted, probably. When you finish 2 idea groups, there's a policy for completing both those idea groups that correlates those, something that you can pay a little bit of monthly power for. It gives you sort of like a buff, gives your country an extra modifier. And there's a combination for every 2 ideas that are in different categories, right? So every administrative idea has a policy that crosses with every diplomatic idea and every military idea. So once we finish this administrative idea, that'll open up License of the Press Act, improve relations plus 20%, minus aggressive expansion impact by 10%. That's actually really good. And then also settler chance 5% and global settler increase by 10. Those are both really good. So there's really good cross comparison between administrative ideas and the 2 idea groups that we've already gotten. So we just need to finish administrative ideas. Looks like. One thing that's kind of bothering me here is, why does Brandenburg have 4,000 troops just sitting here for no reason? 21% on Prague. Once Prague goes down, that'll be nice. That'll be really, really nice. We can build some more light ships. And in this case, actually, let's get the transports up and going here. Get the transports going. Let's get up to like 25 transports, maybe. It's just that little bit more flexibility. These are the 2 provinces that we suspect to rebel here soon. This one's Sunni, though. But we're converting it. There we go. Prague has fallen. Now we'll get some attrition for going over here, but we'll probably vastly increase the odds of getting this done because we have a good leader. And the AI here probably doesn't have a good leader, and they probably don't have enough cannons either. 14% chance. But now we're up to a 35% chance. Let's get the Explorer on a mission. It's telling us we can tech up. We already know that, but we're still 1 year ahead of time. January, we'll be able to adjust that. Are they winning or losing the war? They're actually losing the war. Partly because they haven't actually sieged down Granada. That's what they need to do. But the Ottomans, of course, are sieging down Naples, which is a big deal. What we need is we need more Ottomans over here. We need to get the Ottomans over here fast. Also, Granada's actually, or Tunis is actually sieging areas down here. Hopefully, Tunis can take care of their own lands here, because we got some Castilian troops down here. And hopefully we can get more Ottomans coming up this way through, now that they have the foothold in Naples. But I don't think, the AI is not particularly good at getting large amounts of troops across. Okay, so at this point, there's only 1 more enemy fort in the entire war. So what we could do is we could just sort of hang out and loot. Let's just loot Prague. Just loot Prague. And we'll send our 30 stack over here to finish the Teutons. Or actually, I'm sorry, Prussia. What are you doing here? Russia's, of course, a pretty strong militaristic nation. So this isn't a freebie, but we are going to be the defender here in woods. Yeah, this should be pretty good. I mean, you know, the Prussians are strong, but the French are really strong too. We have more cannons. This should be a good battle here. But the Prussian discipline, look at that, 115% discipline. Pretty nuts. They're getting -2 rolling rolls though. And they're gone. That's a large chunk of their troops gone. Although, for whatever reason, Brandenburg feels compelled to let all of their ships burn. They keep raiding our coasts here in the Mediterranean. We're not too worried about it because there's only 2 bits of coast, but it's still kind of annoying that the Berber states down here are doing that to us. Berber nations, I guess, not states. Are you stuck? You're stuck. Keep going. There we go. Capital's fallen. The war should be over now. It's 99%. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, Brandenburg. Come on. War is over. Pull the troops back. That would actually be pretty amazing if some separatist rebels. If the Papal State actually got beat up, it would actually be kind of nice. Now, is this an aggressive war or a defensive war? Attack against Milan. Okay, it looks like they are going to win that. Okay. Okay, come on. I was going to say, let's get him out of the war here. The war is over. Good. Entire war closed. Very nice. Now we are officially ready to tech up. It's saying our infantry upgraded, so let's just, again, just pick a random one. Let's double check our actual diplomatic relations here. Kind of curious. So we have the royal marriage with Castile, which is meaningless. Our vassal could like us more, Sweden could like us more, and I think we actually want to make Sweden like us. I'm surprised that Brandenburg isn't like 200 out of 200 here, because... Nice, we can get the last claim. Well, we can get more than just this, right? We could technically claim these areas here, but I think these coastal areas will be nice. We don't need any more claims on Benin. That's plenty. That's plenty. We don't need any more on the Congo. We do need claims on Portugal. Big time. Big time, actually. Let's get that going. Do we have any on Castile? No. We need someone Castile too, or Aragon. Castile or Aragon, or both, maybe. So Castile has 1 war score, like plus, or wait, no. Wait, am I misreading this? It's just 0. It's just like dead 0. They're getting the ticking war goal. The war goal is to get Granada. But hopefully the Mamluks will do something here. By Mamluks, of course, I mean Ottomans. I have a really bad habit of switching those two for some reason. In fact, with the naval dominance, you would kind of suspect that Nice could be actually moving troops over here to Castile, but they're not. Would you like military access, good sir? Give the Ottomans military access. Maybe it'll help them. Maybe it'll help them. So we look at the Ottomans here, and to be honest, they're not that impressive. But they do have 80,000 troops. Second largest army in the world. Nice, I guess, only has 15,000. That's not much. They should also have naval dominance, but for some reason they're just not, I don't know. Not seeing them. I guess they're over here, but this is just like, these are just kind of petty amounts of troops, you know what I mean? Would expect more. Could actually send all these people to Paris. All 50,000. Drill. Drill, drill, drill. But what are we going to do? So Denmark is definitely a good war, I think. In fact, Prussia might not even want to join because they just got kind of... Oh, they would join. Sweden and Brandenburg would both join. That would make it very easy. Relatively, I guess. Hungary... Hungary, you really doing that well? They're doing okay. They look like they're kind of normal. A little bit plumper than normal at this point, especially in 1544, 100 years in the game. Okay, how are we doing on the rebels here? I think this is the rebel group that's most likely to appear is now Gabu. It would be kind of nice to get an Inquisitor. Yeah, that's right, we paid for this guy. Let's get him into play. There we go. Now we're talking. Now the time it's going to take to do these provinces is almost cut in half. Almost cut in half. That's huge. Get a really nice admiral. Like a really nice admiral. Get a 50% cheap skill 2 discipline advisor. That's a no-brainer, I think. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Get her. Very nice. Wow. Look at this money. Look at this money. What's going on? Oh, because we're not working on the 4th colony. That's part of it. Wow. Hmm. Get the 4th colony up and going. Let's work here. Next to Manhattan, we can attack these natives and scoop up a lot of this land here. We get the colony. No, that's unfortunate. We've been at 3 stability for a long time, I just realized. Long time. If only we had common sense. That's an event that is sort of notorious in this community. It's just a random event, just hits your stability. And there's just every single DLC, every major DLC, they tend to add another option that sort of thematically goes with the name of the DLC or the theming behind the DLC as to why you're losing this stability. The funny thing is, actually, if you have a natural scientist who's a production guy, this guy here, if you have a natural scientist, you actually gain a stability when that event happens, which is kind of cool. I think. Okay. We're drilling there. We could be drilling here. What are we doing, like, macroscopically? That is going to be a long truce. Portugal might be the next plan of attack here. What would happen if we just attacked into Portugal? What would happen? Castile would join. Okay. And the Papal State would join. Huh. Oh, we lost our really amazing leader. It's too bad. Let's roll more generals. Ooh, wow, okay. That's a 2642. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. 6 fires, big deal. Big deal. I was gonna say, yep, this person got stuck again. Figured. Yeah, I think at this point we just want to get these colonies set up here. We need one more. Wait a second. We should have done this province instead. Yep, that's a little suboptimal, but let's do this one because it's close to this trade estuary that we'll work on. But yeah, we need to set up a colony here and a colony in Canada and have those doing their thing. Where are our transports at the moment? Down here, okay. Let's just group up with these 2,000. Or sorry, 2 transports. We can hold 2,000 troops. Okay. Now actually... You know what, let's actually start working in Canada here. This is part of colonial Canada. Let's grab Hudson's Bay node. Oh, natives already control this. Kind of annoying. Actually, I'm changing my mind. We need one more, don't we? We're working on this. That's only going to be 4. We need one more. So we do need to do this anyways, which means we're being silly and suboptimal, but that's okay. We probably actually want to send some troops over to the New World just purely for conquest. Get some of these natives taken over. We have a lot of money that we need to spend. Like, a lot of money that we need to spend. I think what happened is those buildings we were building kicked in. Let's build some more manufactories. Anywhere that's going to be like these numbers here are good, and then also 2 available spots. Yes. Yes. We still can't build one because we still don't have a mill. Once we have a mill at level 16 tech, we'll be able to build one in Paris, and that should be big money, I think. Big money. We're finally going to get one of these things done. Once we convert 2 more provinces, that'll be good. We're not going to reform this playthrough, I don't think. We're not going to unify our culture group unless we spat on the Papal State. The only way to really do that. The Ottomans are just like, they're just not getting the troops down here that I would like. Nice to see Tunis sieging a little bit there, but I don't know. It's just, it's too much of a logistical challenge for the Ottomans, although this is interesting. Is this a fort? No, it's not. Oh, we do have some Ottomans here, but not many. I don't know, it's just kind of, AI is just being silly. AI is just kind of struggling here. We don't actually have the supply limit to hang out here with this many troops. Kind of a bummer. Although the supply limit in London's a lot higher, but let's move these guys off. That'll be the easiest way to deal with that. Okay. There is going to be a rebellion down here, so let's get there preemptively. Once this missionary is done, we might actually see that go away. We build more buildings. See, these would be the last area that these would be the last building we can build in these regions, which still might be good. Still might be good. Does Holland have everything else they need? Yes, they do. So you know what? That might be okay. Let's do it. Still making tons of money. Funny thing is, no, we can't squash it out. Need to give them... That's not too bad. Go sit there. Okay, we can get this last idea, which will give us more states and reduce the cost of our administrative technology. And it gives us this, which gives us more national unrest for heretics and heathens, which, if you think about it, the provinces that matter, like where unrest matters, is the ones that aren't our... Counter-Reformation will be removed from France. What? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is a historical thing. No, we need this to finish at least. Cancel this for a second, because I think we might end up losing our, This is bad. We might end up losing all of our modifiers for converting provinces, and we might even lose 2 of our missionaries. I don't know what just happened. Let's wait till next month and it might update. I don't know what just happened. Yep, there goes our missionaries. Although the strength of conversion seems to be about the same. Maybe it's a little less, but we just lost a bunch of missionaries. That's super unfortunate. That's a historical thing, I'm guessing. Because this idea that the French are very accepting of other cultures and religions and stuff, which is great. Although, yeah, kind of annoying in this case. Let's work on this province to boost the unrest, to cause this to rebel sooner so that we don't have to sit here forever. Cool thing is, though, we could actually squash this out completely. So we're doing okay. Rebels are doing good. Doing good on the rebels. There are going to be some English rebels, maybe? Let's see. Probably. Probably. Yeah, Castile's winning this. Although, is this at least costing them is this costing them something? I don't know. Yeah, their manpower is really low. Ours is 135,000. We could just mow over Castile, especially because I bet if we look at our ideas here, offensive, that's not going to help them at all. We could mow right over Castile easily. Our troops are way more efficient fighters. Like, we're at 45% army professionalism, which is just nuts. Just nuts. Bohemia, Portugal, a bunch of Bohemia and Utrecht or whatever are not significant at all. In fact, we could lead off the war by just smashing them. Ah, this is so tempting. Technically, we probably still have that royal marriage, though. What happens if we attack here? We could actually get the Papal State to join in on this, but not Brandenburg and not Sweden. Brandenburg's fighting another war in Sweden. It's too distant for them to care. Brandenburg, you're struggling. You're struggling. Now, if we walk up here, we should actually be able to just squash this by itself because it's only at 4.3%. The 20,000 troops, of course, reduces it by 5. But then we have Lunda. Wait, what? Why are we getting separatism over here? Because we took this from Portugal, there's separatism here, even though we finished the colonies. That's really annoying, actually. Ugandan separatists, really? Uganda was never even here. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. We'll get down there and take care of it, though. Bunch of red and a bunch of not red, so let's go with the not red here. As long as it doesn't boost them over 80% influence, and that's a good click. That would be a very bad click, because that would put the clergy over 80%, significantly over 80%. Now, if the nobility actually liked us, we could hit some of these buttons here, which would be kind of nice. It's only going to cost us 400 power to get administrative tech up, which is pretty cool. So the policies, we've now gotten these. We could... oh, this is administrative policy. That's kind of a bummer, but this is really kind of a nice benefits here. This will grow our colonies much faster, which is kind of cool. So this would go up to 18.2%, and this would go up by 7 to 70. We are making a metric ton of admin. I'm thinking about defocusing this, deselecting this, and letting it just kind of like even out a bit more. Or for now, since we are behind on admin, we could still focus admin. We're always going to be stuff to core. Both of these are really good, although we're not really battling coalitions anymore. No one seems to care anymore about the coalitions. Let's grab that policy, though. Let's just grow the colonies a bit faster. Okay, let's build a spy network in Castile. And were we not trying to build a spy network in... We are building one in Portugal. Already building one in Portugal. Okay. Where else? We actually have a claim on Castile here. I forgot about that. The Ottomans are still fighting. In fact, the Ottomans have 40,000 troops here, and they have military access through our lands. This is not over. If the Ottomans can finish these sieges here, they have a 43% there, and they have a minus 21% there. If they could finish these sieges, we might see them actually mounting an offensive against Castile proper. So many forts up here for them to siege, and that could be good. That's a lot of war score if they siege all those. Denmark. Denmark, Denmark, Denmark. We only have one claim on Denmark right now. They're fading. They're fading fast. Sweden will join, but Brandenburg won't. They're in another war, that's fine. So this is... Let's get something going on Denmark here. We don't want Denmark to get too unnecessarily strong. We also don't want them to colonize. Colonizing? No. They're not working on that at all. Which is good. Sweden has 17,000 troops. Denmark probably doesn't have more than 20. We can check on that, though. Using the ledger. 20,000. Called it. Nice. But they can raise up to 28,000. But then again, Sweden can probably go a bit higher, too. Good. They got the siege there. A natural scientist, huh? I think right now we definitely want the Inquisitor, and he's not too old, so let's go with the admin power. Sweden, we don't need you to be, you're already happy. We don't need you to be extra, extra. You know, a small part of me is actually saying let's, here's a little trick. Okay, let's talk about this. Here's a little trick you can do, right? This is never going to be stated land. We're never going to state this land down here, probably. Because there's a few things that we can do with these bits here, is we can actually assign to a trade company. So we'll get less tax and manpower, but it'll increase the trade value here. And I believe, what are some of the benefits of this overall? Yeah, minus 200% missionary strength. But we get 100% local trade power. This is something we probably want to do, but I think it would be cool to at least convert it to Catholic, just for fun. It actually increases naval force limit. So we could do this, and I believe this will get rid of a lot of the unrest. Actually, it won't get rid of all of it. In fact, this doesn't even say it gets rid of any of it, so maybe I'm mistaken on that. But regardless, this isn't even the trick I wanted to talk about. So we could make a non-state into a trading company, and there's some really good benefits to that, and we will definitely be forming a trading company in some of these areas. Probably most of them, actually. But I think it'd be fun to make them, convert them to Catholic first before we make them a trading company. So, what we can do, though, is we're not planning on ever making this a state. We can temporarily make it a state. Okay? That sets it to 50 autonomy. Now, the true autonomy in this province is probably like 30%. Maybe even 0, because these are colonized areas. But again, this is not fully cored. We would have to hit these buttons to go down to the true autonomy. But here's the funny thing. There's this little trick you can do right here. We can actually raise the autonomy to 75, which is where it was when it wasn't stated, and reduce the unrest by -10. So we're increasing the autonomy to 75. Now the true autonomy is now 75. The true autonomy that was below 50 has now been bumped up to 75. If we core this land, it will still be 75. It is now a 75. So we have lost a lot of autonomy, but again, we're not planning on making this a state, so it's always going to be 75. We've now done a little trick here. We can actually cancel the state. It's still 75% autonomy, which is exactly what it was, but it has no unrest. This is such an interesting little exploit for areas that you are not going to be stating. And we should be doing that everywhere, probably. And we could have actually been doing this. Now here's something interesting. Here, for whatever reason, the autonomy actually is 72%. So that works just fine. Here, it's not going to work so well. Now, we could just admit that, hey, this province is not going to get us anything. We don't care. This is already Catholic. We just do not care. Let's just bump it up to 100. Basically, this province is not helping us at all. But it's not going to help us regardless. Let's just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of the unrest. Let's actually just not have to commit so many troops down here to dealing with rebellion. Maybe that would actually free us up to do some interesting things. So if we go here, now we're not going to deal with these guys. We're not going to deal with these guys. These separatists here are not going to be an issue. The English are going to be a slight issue. So let's get 20,000 up England. Where are army stacks? Okay, so we have 20,000 here. I like this stack drilling there. Let's get these guys up here. Let's get them to England. How's the vassal doing on the new lands? Considers it a core. Considers it a core. They have cored all of the new land, which is awesome. Are they now converting their old lands? I think so. Yes. Yes, they're working on converting these to Catholic. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Did we look at their idea groups yet? Religious would be really nice. It's really nice when the subjects have religious, because then they convert faster. So let's get these troops up to England. The question is, will they actually be able to walk around up here? No. This is just... Okay, the Welsh. The Welsh are going to be kind of annoying, but the truth is the Welsh might not even rebel. They're at 40% though. We'll figure it out later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And English overall are at 50%, so let's just keep drilling. We'll worry about it when this turns red. Worry about it when it turns red. Let's get these down here though, so we can move these troops about. Get them down to attack Benin. Let's attack Benin. Whoa, it's a lot of money. But we're gonna make the merchant guild happy. Can we actually ask for money from them? Oh, we've already done that. Okay, this would cause us to actually take on a loan. I don't want to lose stability though. I do not want to lose stability. So let's just take on the loan, which we'll be able to pay back easily. We're making 30 ducats a month. That's fine. How much is this actually even going to cost us? 2 ducats a month just to pay the interest. That's actually pretty significant. That's not insignificant. And it's warning us that we have loans, but we can't actually pay them back, so why are you telling us? Okay, so there's, I think if we're going to attack Benin, let's see, would their allies even join? Their allies would not join, we should attack immediately. While keeping an eye on Castile. While keeping an eye on Castile, which we can't directly really attack anyways. And Portugal. Castile would not join. If we attack Portugal, Castile will not join. The only problem with this is the Papal State would fight against us, not with us. Oh no. No, 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 no. Technically, we still have a truce for 5 years. Details, right? Details. We have a colonist that's not doing anything. Why is that? Didn't we tell you to go here? Oh, we can't go there because that's actually... Okay, I see what happened. Native actually moved onto this area. We're intercepted our colonists. That's unfortunate. We're not actually... We're only working on 3 colonies. That's why we're making so much money. Let's attack Benin while their allies will not join. Opportunistic war. We want this trade power in this region here. Very much so. This will set us up really nicely in the late game. We also kind of want to finish the Cape too. We kind of want to control all of this too. They didn't even have any... They do have some troops. Alright, we just started the war with Benin. And we really want this... We probably just want their coastal provinces. I think the only thing we're going to need to actually siege from them is Benin proper. And we'll be able to get what we want from them. Work on these Sunni lands here. Okay, so the game is just refusing to let us have our +2 stability. It's just refusing. We dodged an event that was going to reduce it. Let's make sure these are drilling. Whoops, that would have been unnecessary to have those going. Let's build another fort. We wanted to take this province to get a fort there, but Castile is getting sieged. How are they doing on the war? Is it swinging the other way? It is kind of swinging the other way slightly. Slightly. Tunis is out of the war. Tunis is out of the war, but that kills the war score because we still have the Ottomans up here sieging down all of the Netherlands, which is really, really great because the unrest in these provinces hopefully is going to be going up. Hopefully we could actually get the ideal situation, we get the Netherlands popping up here. Castile just has too many modifiers to reduce unrest. It's kind of unfortunate. But I mean, we have 70,000 Ottoman troops in the Netherlands right now. The lowland countries just hanging out. There's no way they're going to be able, Castile's going to be able to get over here. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we do need to take, let's take this stability hit, which is a bummer, but it's the way that it goes sometimes. And take a pause in this episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching another episode. I will see you guys in the next one.